Welcome back to Let's Play Roma in Football Manager 2019. I'm Ater, and I said it before and I'm going to say it again. What's better than an episode with a game of Football Manager, a match? Yeah, it's easy. It's an episode of Football Manager with 2 matches. And that's what we have ahead of us today, because it's Champions League time once again. And we are playing Dortmund in the first knockout round. And this episode will contain both games, both the first leg and the second leg. Of course, if one team destroys the other one in this first game, there might be no reason to take a look at the second one. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind if we did that, but most likely that's not going to happen, so this will probably be a 2-game episode. And that's why we are starting right here. This takes place ASAP after last episode, so you haven't missed anything. But since this we are going to do 2 games, this could become a very long episode. So I felt it was smart to start it pretty early, not talk too much, because otherwise it could become a very, very long episode. Dortmund is currently in 3rd place in the German league, but at the same time, I mean, 3rd place is really good, but they are 18 points behind Bayern Munich. And Royce picks up a very early injury. That's very unlucky for them. So I feel like this could be a very tough game. But I believe we have the chance. If everybody performs well, we could do it and we could go through to the next round. But not if Marcano does things like that. This could be a nightmare. Beautiful save by Olsen is the only thing that saves us from a nightmare of a start. But yeah, Dortmund is a very good team. But they are miles behind Bayern Munich currently in this save. And hopefully that means something. I mean, the German league is very good, but we are fighting for the title, and they are kind of not, since they are 18 points behind. But not to underestimate them, they have that home advantage. They have the ball, they have the possession. We're under pressure. This becomes really dangerous. So many Dortmund plays into the box. Beautiful intercepted though, beautiful, but he just gives it away. That was completely unnecessary. He had time to do something better. Maybe Kluivert can do. And here's Arp. Arp breaks through. Arp into the box. And oh my god, this is a dream start. Arp, of course, comes from Germany. Now he plays for us in Italy. And now he's scored against the German team. Look at this pass from Kluivert, the run from Arp. Beautiful. And of course, this player, this finisher, under pressure from 3 different Dortmund defenders, and still managed to find the net. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But something happens ASAP here. And I'm not sure if it's going to be good or bad news for us. I'm a bit worried. There's so many Dortmund players high up into the pitch. But maybe Arp can do it again. No, he can't. He loses it. This is just go round and round. And, oh my god, no mistakes, no mistakes, no mistakes. That almost gave me a heart attack seeing also running out there, trying to intervene. But it's not over. It's going to come into the box. So, look at... There's so many Dortmund players that are joining the attack. It's disallowed. It's disallowed for an offside. But yeah, look at this. They have so many players into the box. I kind of envy them. That I need to take a look at the formation once again after this one's gone. So, I mean, they are playing me less players attacking than we are. But I feel like during every highlight, they have so many players into the box. So maybe after this game, I'm going to go to the analysis and tactics and take a look at like what are they doing, because I would like to have that many players in their box whenever we are attacking. So clearly they are doing something correct there with the tactics, even though they are behind. But now the clock is ticking away. We had quite a few highlights in the beginning, including the goal. But right now it just ticks and ticks and ticks. And of course, as I say that, here is another highlight. Marcano for Kluivert. Try and go for Arp. This is almost a replay of the first goal, but this finisher, maybe, I believe he had the time to actually get a little bit closer to goal. So, yeah, maybe he should. Oh, that was a great try by Pastore. It's going to be another corner here. Yeah, I feel like Arp could have brought the ball a few meters closer to goal, and maybe things would have changed there. But, can't know. But we are creating chances. Looking at statistics, we have created more chances than them. But it's really, really close. So, and 3 minutes of extra. 3 minutes, really? That's a lot of extra time for a first half. A lot of extra time. But that's the halftime whistle. And we are kind of pleased. And a bit lucky Royce got injured, because he is fantastic. But still, there's definitely room for improvements. Yeah, we have Arp, sensational 8.2 rating. We have Marcano, I believe it is, with 7.2 rating. But oh, look at these guys. The rest of the team, they basically done nothing. There's definitely a lot of room for improvements. Need to know that. We expect more from them in the second half. But I'm definitely going to keep things like this for now, because we are in the lead. We are in the driver's seat. So no reason to change anything around yet. And here, of course, the first highlight is for Dortmund. We are under some pressure. This could be really, really bad news for us, and that's the equalizer. Ah, frustrating, frustrating, frustrating. Especially since I have been creating more than them. But not surprisingly, though. They're a very good team, and they have been working. I kind of don't like this defense work. It's like everybody, they just let him run, and nobody tries to intervene. Nobody tries to throw themselves in front of the shot to cover it or tackle or anything. They were just like an audience watching. Look at the highlight statistics though. We are still creating chances, creating more chances than them, or at least at the same level. But another highlight starts with Dortmund. It's going to be bad news for us. Perhaps, yes, it looks like really bad news, and looks like really bad defending. Luckily though, that was not the greatest of finishers. Yeah, look at statistics, and we definitely should have been able to get some highlights, but I think it's time for some subs here. And we have quite a few lads that are not performing at the levels that could be expected. I think we're going to go with Indra. He's motivated, and maybe just because he's motivated, we're going to give him a little bit more time. Let's go with Pellegrini instead. 6.6 rating is nervous. That's not a winner at all. Let's bring on Cristiante instead. I think we're going to go with the same with Pastore, 6.7. And that body language, my gosh. Or is there, let's see who's tired. Is there anybody could kind of compete with him? Yeah, I don't think so. I think we'll go with him, even though he's not very tired. I think that's a winner, if you can be a winner when it comes to bad stuff. .10 minutes, clock just ticks away. And it's not a bad result, even though I preferred it when we were winning. One last sub. Maybe we should just see who's tired here. I mean, I think we'll go I mean, we could go with some tough choices. I think we're gonna go with Giallorossi, even though he's fired up. Let's bring in John Tonali, and I think I'm gonna go right that. Let's have a team talk. Get creative. Maybe we can do something here during the last few minutes. Okay, it's ticking. We're heading into extra time. 4 minutes of extra time, and Pereira with a long corner misses everything, but he gets a decent try. Decent one. And this is probably just going to be the end of the game highlight as the game pours down. The rain pours down in Dortmund. It's really pouring down, and that's the full-time whistle. I wish we would have managed to keep the lead, but still, this is a good result for us. Definitely not a bad one. But yeah, let's move straight ahead until the next the second leg. And here we have the lineups for the second leg, and I mean, not really much to say. We got to draw away. We need to do better at home, and with a draw away means, of course, that if we win today, we are going to win this first knockout round. But if it's going to be a draw, that could be a different story, because then it comes down to the amount of goals. If we manage to get a goalless game, then we're going to go through. But if 1-1, we're going to see extra time, and of course, if it's 2-2 or more, they will be going through on away goals. Because everybody knows, like in competitions like this, those away goals are worth is a weight in gold. So hopefully we can cash in some on our draw from the first round. And of course 1-1, as I said it wrong way, 1-1 is of course us going through, but 2-2 is penalties, and let's look here. And of course, anything more than 2-2, not penalties, extra time, and 3-3 and so on is of course Dortmund. This highlight has been going on for some time. I thought that maybe we were going to create something, but then things going in the wrong direction. It's a Dortmund in possession without actually a very beautiful cross, and that could be in the nightmare, but Olsen makes no mistake at all. But we are still under pressure, clear by Under, but might come back soon. Come on lads, step it up. We have created more chances than them, but they got first highlight. A bit worrisome. But here's Koller over the corner, into the box, it's clear, Kluivert picks it up, back in, it bounces back and forth. Oh my god, this could be really dangerous, could be a counter-attack. There's a lot of Dortmund players on the run. This could be the nightmare stop. But oh my god, that finisher was, well, complete garbage, basically. And I'm glad it wasn't one of my players that's missed it that bad, because I would have been furious. I mean, in Champions League, you really can't afford to miss chances like that. Here, Inda trying to set up something, but it goes back. Kolarov picks it up. Pellegrini, De Rossi, Pastore sets up. And Florenzi, it's actually his first goal this season. He doesn't score very often at all for us, but what an important goal. And right now, of course, we have the Champions League dream alive. Let's pause. No, let's pause. Let's go. I was thinking of bringing stuff up, but can't do that during the replay. You need to wait for the real one. I want to take a look at what's going on here in all the games. Let's pause it here, and let's bring up the latest scores. No, I said it right, because I was thinking I said something wrong. But yeah, so goalless. We are going through 1-1. We have extra time, and 2-2. Of course, it's Dortmund. But looking at the statistics right now, of course, goalless isn't an option. So either we're going to win, we're going to have a extra time, or Dortmund is going to win. Hopefully, though, I'm not sure why I messed things up. It's probably because, as you know, there's been quite a few games between those two games that I've been playing that you haven't seen. For example, I played away versus Inter, huge game. That will coming up in the next episode. But I've been doing a lot of games, so I was kind of confused. I'm really not this stupid normally, or maybe I am, but just playing all those games made me a little bit uncertain of what was actually going on here. But looking at statistics now, we completely dominated things. The problem is, you don't win games like just dominating things. You need to actually take that domination and transform it into goals. So we can't be pleased. Look at some ratings here, a lot of garbage. Time to step it up. And if you don't score, I mean, that could come back and haunt you in the end. I'm thinking here, first off, like we did last time, we're going to tell players to ease off tackles. I've seen enough red cards this season. I really don't want to see anymore, especially after an important game like this. I'm also going to try bring De Rossi a little bit higher up into the pitch here. See if that can have some sort of effect, because we are dominating things. Maybe we don't need to be that defense focused. Rain is pouring down here though in Rome as the second half starts. Yellow card there for one of the Dortmund players. And clock ticks on. Nothing at all happening here in the beginning of the second half. But then, as I say that, of course, we're going to see Dortmund with a possession, with a throw-in. And they are trying to build something. A lot of Dortmund players on our side of the pitch, passing their way through. Come on, lads! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Now now I'm really nervous. It's the cross. It's cleared. Florenzi in the. But why did you had enough time? You weren't under pressure. You could just have brought it down. But maybe we can win this one. Maybe we can turn it around, or maybe not. Because now it's moving in the wrong direction again. Beautiful there by Unda. Now we want to see some quality in the passes. His Arp breaks through. Arp into the box, and Arp scores. Arp scores his 17th goal of the season, and he's really showed that he is worth all the money we paid for the youngster. The man that hopefully one day will be as big to Roma as Dzeko was. That 17th goal of the season, I mean, you know I'm dancing here. I'm dancing here in my chair in front of the computer, and I hope you guys dancing with me just to celebrate that glorious moment. Because that gives us a slight safety margin. And maybe we can create something more here. Because here is Kluivert. And that was actually a brilliant tackle by the Dortmund defender. That tackle was almost as beautiful as a goal. A really good one. Wish my players were doing things like that more often. But here's Giallorossi, our captain, all the way back to Schüller. And nothing. I thought that we were going to see something from that highlight, but clearly not. So we have a lot of guys with yellow cards here. I think I'm gonna go for them. So let's remove Pellegrini. I would say bring in Pereira, and then we could bring in Tonale instead of. Maybe we could keep Giallorossi on a little bit longer. Actually, I want you to do this. And then we can replace Pastore instead with Pereira, and we can replace Pellegrini with Tonali, and that will be it for these subs. Looking at statistics, I mean 19 shots to 4. 19-4. Here is Pereira for Inda. Inda going into the box. We have a lot. Why didn't you cross it? We had like 4 guys inside the box. You tried to shoot from no angle at all. That was, yeah, not great, as they say. If you could remove Kluivert, the last one, another one with a yellow card, bring in Munir for the last 10 minutes, and the clock ticks away. And this is, I mean, we can't celebrate too early, but oh my god, but we are in a position to, I mean, just getting to this round was of course a new record for us, because last season we got knocked out in the group stage, and now, look here, that's Inda, that's a 3rd goal of the game, and now we have managed to take our Champions League dream one more step, because now we know that we are heading for the 2nd knockout round. We have managed to beat Dortmund, and of course Dortmund, 3rd place in Germany, a really good team. But we have shown that Roma is a team to count on, and that other teams should be afraid. And really hope that they don't get us in the draw. We should be scaring teams, especially at home, our fortress here. And maybe we can do something else here before that it's over. Or maybe I'm going to get punished now for all my cocky words. But here is Inda. We'll go for another one. It goes for Florenzi. Now we have a lot of players in the box again. Munir and a decent try. And we see 3 minutes of extra time. It should be ticking away quickly here. Kolarov with a free kick. And oh my god, that was pretty close. And that's the full-time whistle. A glorious day, a fantastic day. The Champions League dream goes on. And as I said, next episode is going to be a game that took place between these 2 legs. We are going to be playing Inter away. And Inter is currently in 2nd place. They are the team that's breathing down our neck. It's almost, you could call it a very early league final. So a tough, very important game. Make sure you don't miss it. Now I'm going to go on celebrating the Champions League dream. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. And please press that like button to celebrate the Champions League victory with me. But yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.